Big Taylor Swift news. Taylor Swift just did something amazing. Her album 1989 has officially spent an entire decade on the Billboard 200 albums chart. That means that album has been among the 200 best selling, most consumed albums for a decade now. Now, I don't have in front of me a list of the songs that have spent a full 10 years on the Billboard 200 chart, but what I do have that I think is very interesting and will show you just how amazing the longevity of Taylor Swift is. Let's go back to that chart, the Billboard 200 albums chart, 10 years ago. This week, in June of 2025, you look at the 200 albums chart, Taylor Swift 1989 is there. You go back to June 6th, 2015, and lo and behold, it is there as well, with a bunch of albums that I assure you are not on the chart anymore. And if you wanted a lesson in longevity, look at who Taylor Swift shared the chart with some 10 years ago and is still on this chart now. Look at this. Let's start at number 10. Jamie Foxx, Hollywood. I don't even remember that album. That was at number 10 years ago when Taylor Swift 1989 was still on the albums chart. Number 9, the Furious 7 soundtrack. So one of the big Fast and the Furious movies of the 2010s. Ed Sheeran's second album, Multiply. Number 8, 10 years ago. Are you getting those nostalgic vibes yet? Number 7, Brantley Gilbert, Country. The Voice. Number 5, Meghan Trainor. This was the album that gave us All About That Bass. True Colors Zed Clarity era. Really bringing you back. The soundtrack to Pitch Perfect 2, number 3 on the chart. Number 2, 1989, Taylor Swift. Had already been on the chart for 30 weeks. 10 years ago this week, 30 weeks on the chart. And something must have happened. Let me know. What happened in June of 2015 that would have taken 1989 in its 30th week from number 9 up to number 2 on the albums chart? What single would have came out in June of 2015? Was that Bad Blood? Because at the end of the summer of 2015, I think is when we get Wildest Dreams. So maybe this is right after Bad Blood came out. And at number 1 was Blurry Face, 21 Pilots. So think about that. That's incredible. Now I got a question for Chad. How many albums have spent 10 years on the Billboard 200 chart? Let's see if it knows it. Taylor Swift's 1989 has officially spent 10 years on the Billboard 200 albums chart. Here are the other 11 albums that have also spent a full decade on that chart. Michael Jackson, Thriller. Guns N' Roses, Greatest Hits. Nirvana, Nevermind. Bruno Mars, Doo-Wops and Hooligans. Eminem, Curtain Call, The Hits. Patsy Cline, Greatest Hits. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Chronicle. Metallica, the Black Album. Journey's Greatest Hits. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Legend. And Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. It's pretty incredible. Kudos to Taylor. No surprise there. She can do it all.